Champions have come to Munich. Their talents as immense as their personal stories diverse. Comeback stories of an athlete who a year ago couldn't skate because of illness, yet today will skate for gold. Glory stories of the little skater who could and did, the youngest ever world champion. Stories that warm the heart. The spectacular arrival of an exciting new dream team. The steady climb of a team that dreamed last year and carried themselves to the top of the world. And the persistence of a team that keeps dreaming, skating, and weaving an amazing spell. Stories of intrigue, drama, and dance. Tradition versus contemporary. Flow versus go. The compelling tale of a Russian prince with talent unquestioned and promise unfulfilled. And the growing legend of a Canadian king with an unquenchable thirst for perfection and an insatiable appetite to fly. The Champion Series final is next. Underhill, and this is the culmination of the Champion Series that you've been watching all season long here on CTV. Today we declare the Champion Series champion. This afternoon, the short programs for the men's, the women's, the pairs, and the dance, and then tonight, the gold medals, the big money, and the Champion Series champions will be declared. Elvis Stojko is the defending Champions Series champion. He's also the world champion. He's also unbeaten this season. He's on a very serious roll, and he likes Munich. It was back in 1991 in the building that he will skate today that he unleashed the first ever quadruple double jump combination. And then last year he did one better in Hamilton at this event when he landed a quadruple triple. And Barb, we're not sure what he has up his sleeve this year.
Maybe the quad salchow. He's been landing them in practice.
Everyone in Canada wants to know how important this event is. Must he win this event in order to win the Olympic gold medal in Nagano?
Absolutely not. This really has no bearing on the Olympic finish. Somebody could finish last here and win the Olympic Games. However, it does have a bearing on how they're feeling, their mental preparation towards the Games. And you know that Elvis thrives on the positive. He's been riding that positive wave throughout the season, and he wants to continue that right to the Olympic Games.
This event last year in Hamilton, what a night in men's skating. 3 quads landed, and one of the quads was landed by a guy who we've kind of forgotten about this year, the injured Alexei Urmanov.
Very, very tragic that he will not be able to defend his Olympic title. He injured himself at last year's World Championships and hasn't recovered, which is really sad. However, the Russian team is not hurting. They're have loaded. 3 Russians here, Ilia Kulik, Evgeny Plushenko, and Alexei Yagidin, who has been awesome this season.
There are some pullouts, though. Michelle Kwan is injured. Letitia Hubert is injured. Eltsova and Bushkov have pulled out of pairs. And a mysterious pullout in the dance.
Well,
this was not a well-skated event here. Elena Sokolova, she had difficulties with the triplets combination and also struggled on her double axel. There's a battle brewing, though, between her and her teammate, Irina Slutskaya. Slutskaya finished fourth at her national championships behind Sokolova. Needs to beat her here at this event to make it to the Olympic team. And as you can see there, she struggled with the triplets combination. She's really had a difficult season, struggling with the consistency of her jumps.
But the key is that she is 1 spot ahead of Sokolova right now in 4th.
And here's the comeback story of the year, Tanya Shevchenko. She skated a beautiful program aside from the difficulty with this triple Lutz. The program was beautiful. Gorgeous position on this flying camel.
Tanya sitting in third position.
And Maria Butrskaya had a clean performance. Triple Lutz, double toe loop, little scratchy. And a triple loop.
So like last year, she is second heading into the free skate. And so if you leave all of those names on the list and you look where they are, you realize there's one skater to come. This is the short program for Tara Lipinski.
And this event is very important for Tara to get the confidence that she needs going into the Olympic Games. She's had a difficult season so far, losing to Laetitia Hubert earlier in the season, and as well Michelle Kwan. And here's the jump that's been intensely scrutinized for the change of edge right before the takeoff, but she does a beauty. I see a big improvement in Tara this year in the way that she uses her arms with the music. She has more power, more speed. Beautiful triple flip.
In a women's field where there were a lot of mistakes, no mistakes for Tara Lipinski, portraying the role of Anastasia, the leader after the women's short program. Tara Lipinski, Butrskaya, Shevchenko third. The women's free skate from Azerbaijan, second at the Nations Cup, third at the Trophée de France. This is Igor Pashkevich.
He will open with his triple axel combination. With a triple toe on the end. Looked like a double foot landing though.
Ranked number 8 in the world, 26-year-old Igor Pashkevich. Classical, balletic, his marks in a moment, and still to skate today, Elvis Stojko at the Champion Series final.
He had a little difficulty with this triple Lutz. You can see he's really low there, but he saves it. Doesn't touch the hand down.
Here is a skater who still skates in Moscow. He was left off the Russian world team a few years ago, so he decided to skate for Azerbaijan.
I was surprised that he got that triple on the back of that triple axel because he didn't carry a lot of speed out of that first jump.
5.4s, 5.2, 5.3, 5.4 from the Canadian judge, 5.5 from the United States judge, and 5.4 from the Japanese judge. And now the presentation marks, and we'll see where the judges place him. In fact, they do place him in front of Alexei Yagudin. So Pashkevich is now first, Yagudin is second, and the trials and tribulations for Yagudin of being the first skater out of the blocks, too.
Thank you.
We'll have to see as this progresses where Yagudin will finish. And here is one of the Russian favorites. In fact, one of the most talented guys on the ice, Ilia Kulik.
And I think his win at Japan earlier this season has really given him a boost of confidence that he needs, because in the past he's lacked the drive that he needs to perform under pressure. He opens with triple axel, triple toe, perfect. To Revolution by Jean-Michel Jarre. Here's the triple Lutz, and he's right over top of his jump.
Rather appropriate sometimes that he does wear wings, because the guy floats across the ice.
I'm not a big fan of the wings. That was a great footwork sequence, though. I find them distracting. Double axel out of nowhere. He's really starting to reach out into the audience.
Wow.
He doesn't get much better than that.
Ilia Kulik setting the tone.
Ilia Kulik.
And I wonder if in the wings, backstage, Mr. Stojko was watching. Kulik's marks in a moment. Most definitely a momentum carryover from NHK in Japan. Ilia Kulik has come out with fire.
Look at how effortless this combination is. When he's on, he's so free in his skating. He flies.
He was fourth after the short program a year ago in Hamilton at this event. You wonder where he will be now. Certainly not fourth. Elvis still to skate. Eldridge still to skate. Look at the marks for required elements. Not a lot of room there.
There's a little bit. They've left room because there's still some very good skaters to come.
And presentation marks will be better. Oh, yes, they are. 5 9s, 5 8s, close to perfection. No doubt the leader. Ilia Kulik, Pashkevich is second. Yagudin is third.
5 8 5 8. Thank you. Next skate representing Russia.
Maybe the next Ilia Kulik or the next Alexei Urmanov. This kid is only 15 years old, and if he's not one of the most talented skaters in the world, I think he's the most flexible. This is Evgeny Plushenko, the world junior champion.
Awesome. It must be unbelievable for him to be in this event with all the big guns.
Not only unbelievable, but invaluable to his future.
Triple Lutz, so soft on the landing. And look at this, Rod. The Bielman spin. Wow.
It is frightening how much talent this 15-year-old has in that body. Strap undone, but near flawless. Marks in a moment. Evgeny Plushenko is younger than Tara Lipinski.
Unbelievable. Look at this triple axel combination. So solid. And a maturity in his style that is well beyond his years.
There is his coach.
Might have something to do with him.
Yeah, this guy. Alexei Machine has performed some miracles with these young skaters, Alexei Yagudin and Evgeny Plushenko. Basically, out of the womb, they teach them how to do the triple axel. They add the choreography. They become unbelievable skaters. He also has Alexei Urmanov, who's injured right now. Required elements marks, not as good as Ilia Kulik, who was practically perfect. Presentation marks are pretty good. Evgeny Plushenko is second behind Kulik. 1-2 Russia right now. You will not see Plushenko in Nagano at the Winter Olympics, but folks, I guarantee you, you'll see him in Salt Lake City. And on the ice, getting a bottle of water from his coach, Richard Callahan, is Todd Eldridge.
And suddenly, he looks really old. He's, what, 11 years older.
It has been a very tough season for Todd Eldridge after his Skate America win, a win done under very trying circumstances with the dislocated shoulder. He has had to battle injury.
Well, the shoulder problem caused other problems. He suffered with rib discomfort, which affected him at the Trophée de France. He's looking very intense here. And he had the most disastrous skate that he's had in a long time. So he's really got to come back and put the pieces back together to get back on track for the Olympics. Triple axel, triple toe combination. And that is the best sit change sit we have seen so far. Great speed, great position. Triple lot, a little low on the landing.
Man, can he spin.
His spins are in a league of their own here.
Todd Eldridge, the 1996 world champion. And if you've been watching skating over the last few years, one thing you know for sure, never count out Todd Eldridge. This guy is a survivor and a fighter. Of discontent for Todd Eldridge and his coach Richard Callahan. Injuries, shoulder, ribs, but look at.
That was a beauty, and this performance is really going to help him get back on track. He's got his national championships coming up in a couple of weeks, and he needs a couple of really good performances under his belt going into those Olympics.
Something about this Champion Series final and the men's event. Last year in Hamilton, it was sensational, and so far, so great.
This is sensational.
5.4 from the Azerbaijani judge, 5.7s, 5.8 from the American judge, 5.6 from the Canuck judge.
The Lutz wasn't completely clean on the landing. It was a little shaky, but I think the standard of his spins must have helped him out because his spins were just awesome.
Kulik will still lead, but Eldridge is now second. Plushenko has been bumped to third. Todd Eldridge of the United States is now in second position. A year ago, he was third after the short program. He ended up in second place behind Elvis Stojko. And he's been also working on the quad.
He can land it.
We'll see tonight. And there he is, final skater of the afternoon. Elvis Stojko, unbeaten in 1997.
Perfect. This program is the most complex piece of choreography that Elvis has ever done or attempted. And it's very high risk because it makes it much more difficult to get the elements in. Now you see a big difference here in the quality of Elvis's spin versus Eldridge's spin. He's not as low as Eldridge or as fast. But it could be this program, the choreography of this program, that sets him apart from the rest. And wouldn't that be ironic?
You can say anything you want about quality of program, quality of skating. I don't think I've ever met a better or bigger clutch performer in sport than this guy.
Never.
Unbelievable. Elvis Stojko. Take that, Ilia. His marks when we come back to Munich. Underhill. Todd Eldridge was very good. Ilia Kulik was great. So where does
How do you
Elvis
decide?
go?
This is shades of the World Championships last year when so many skated so cleanly. And look at this triple axel combination. Perfect.
The Taiko drums, which are tailor-made for Nagano. Look at the marks. 5/8, 5/9.
He's getting credit. He's getting credit for the difficulty of the staff.
Those are #1 required elements marks. Beating Kulik's. Doug Lee happy. Ushi Kessler happy. Now, the second set of marks. Oh, again, 5/8 and 5/9 across the board. Elvis Stojko is the leader. Holiday greetings from that camp. Unanimous first place ordinals across the board. But it must have been a very difficult decision. I tell you what, everyone skated very well with the exception of Alexei Yagodin, who was first to skate, and he had trouble. Stojko is the leader after the short program. Kulik is second. Todd Eldridge third. Evgeny Plushenko, the 15-year-old, in fourth position. Pashkevich, and then finally Yagodin. Now let's Canadians like those numbers too.
And his programs are tailor-made for Japan. I mean, wait till he lets that fly in front of a Japanese audience. Unbelievable.
It was truly remarkable, and he is a clutch, gutsy performer, skating last, all the pressure. He saw what Eldridge did. I'm sure he saw what Kulik did, but he's able to center himself and do it.
Unlike any athlete that I know.
Now I want to talk 48